Good morning. It's early. It's before 6. I've been up since 3:30, and today Duke and I are on a mission. Today is gonna be awesome. What's happening, Doodoo-Weedos? Oh, I cannot tell you, I'm going to pee myself how excited I am. So, we left super early this morning. Little raid into Englandshire. And we are just about to go and do some off-roading, some green laning. We've got the old Coach Road, which is the longest green lane in Cumbria. We are a mile north of a little village called Dockery. I went into the hotel, the Royal Hotel in Dockery. Beautiful, go check it out. Really, really, really beautiful. And the girl said, yeah, here, there, up the open bit, top of the hill, and you see the signs. So here I am. Right, the thing about it is, I'm going to make not a bold claim, I am an off-road expert. Now, I'm an off-road mountain bike expert, so I'm a mountain biker that identifies as an off-road motorcyclist. So today is the day we're going to find out about transferable skills. I talk about transferable skills a lot. We're going to find out today if the transferable skills shit is true. So I've just redone all the suspension on Duke, actually new wheels, for those who haven't seen it, shiny new gold wheels. Just redone all the suspension, but I've got new fork springs coming. I've just spent a fortune in suspension, and I was just at the top of one spring rate and at the bottom of the other. So the one I was at the top of, I went for the higher one and I've oversprung it. So I'm concerned about the gravel and the chop on the front end and not having as much traction as I probably should have. So we'll just get our excuses out of the way. Only firing on no cylinders and all that kind of stuff. Brakes jammed, whatever. Green laning. The Lake District is stunning. You literally come off the motorway, do like a mile, and it just changes, and it's just like this. It's just absolutely epic. And here's another thing for me, coming from Scotland, this just feels wrong. I feel like I'm going to get into a lot of trouble because of the Right to Roam Act 2002, particularly stuff like this, mountain biking, horse riding, walking, cycling, you know, any kind, gravel riding, doesn't matter. All okay. You take an off-road vehicle or a motorcycle on a trail like this in Scotland and you're getting lifted. That's arrested. So excited. Right, I'm gonna get this camera set up and then we're going that way. Come on! Oh man. See there'll be a lot of standing up. Whoa. The overspringing of the front end, definitely a concern in the gravel. Not happy about it at all. I tried to change my fork springs last night, but the fork springs I've got are 370s. The ones that are in this bike are 470s. So, yeah. I'm going to make it better though. Today's just a kind of sight and run. Come down. Okay, first puddle. Just a sight and run, come down, check it out. I was planning on camping and stuff, but again, I've been working the last 4 days, so the last 4 days, I just finished last night. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. Oh, my shiny wheels. Yeah, up at 4 o'clock this morning, so I've been sitting on the motorway for about 4 hours. I took a silly detour. My super duper sat nav is alright to be super duper, but if you're a dipstick and you're not paying attention, I might have to do something with tyre pressures actually. I know, I can feel what I want to do, but Yeah, it's choppy. Suspension's pretty harsh, but that's okay. Back end doesn't feel too bad actually. There's my first walker coming. Well, here's a water crossing there, so straight line, slippy, slippy. You're right. Okay. So yeah, five and a bit miles of this. Oh, I just want to stick it in the edges where it feels like it wants to slide. I don't think the other end's going to be that great. Oh, geez, oh man. Can you bed your suspension in? We're going to find out. Yeah, that's well sketch. The plan was to ride back up the steep stuff the other side, but with my suspension being so firm, I don't think I'm going to get the traction. Oh, for the front wheel to track it, I think I've got a funny feeling it's going to just be bouncing all over the shit house. But we shall persevere. Look at the views, man. This place is wild. And it's just incredible. I've never been here before, you know. It's only, what is it? 25 miles, something like that, past Carlisle. Alright. It's just like mountain biking. Except with the weight, it's like riding 10 mountain bikes at the same time. Alright, fourth gear, getting all gallus. Gallus, for you folk from Englandshire and other places that don't understand, is a over exuberance. You need to remember. Hey bud, how you doing? You alright?
How you doing?
Good man. First.
Have you been over before?
No.
Right, it's my first time.
Mine too. Yeah, no worries.
Enjoy your day.
Nice to meet you, man.
You too.
You have a good one. Look after yourself. Thanks for the chat, bud. Appreciate that.
You'll be right, it's all downhill.
My favourite.
Don't let me disturb you.
No, you're okay, man.
I was going to come and have a chat with you guys.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Today is going to be awesome.
Oh, yes. That's my tagline. Today is going to be awesome. So, nice to meet you, bro.
And you, take care of yourself. Can you get through there?
Yeah, fuck aye. Well, if I can't, I'll be as well just turn around and going back that way.
Oh, man.
Alright, dude. Look after yourself.
And you. Enjoy.
Have a fantastic day.
Well, you too.
Today's going to be awesome.
Take care, mate.
Thanks, bro. Wow. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. I just need to relax, man. I need to relax. Relax, Max, relax. Check it out. Probably better to black through this, but I've had the front end that kind of catches and it just wants to snap. So, because the suspension isn't as compliant as it should be. Right, enough excuses. I doubt very much I'll see many other people, so let's try not to bin it. Oh, this bike sounds feckin' brilliant. So good. I can imagine in the wet. I've actually seen videos of this in the wet and it's pretty wet. It gets puddly. Oh, back end squirrel. Hey, back end squirrel. I should have got Lawrence's number. I think the other thing about me riding here is a little bit of compromise, because where I would have my brake pedal for riding on the road and sitting, and my shifter also, I've had to kind of go in between, so it's not the best shifting on the road and it's not the best shifting off-road. But if I do enough off-road, I'll mark it up and I'll make the adjustments when I get to where I'm going. Then I can set it for off-road and I can set it for on-road. But man, look, it's just fantastic. Yeah, so I'm so glad I met those guys because I just had this totally, I'm doing the wrong thing. You know, it's not allowed, but it is allowed. I think it's one of them. You just got to be respectful, you know. I've actually seen bloody arguments and stuff online, even here where it's totally legal. You know, riding a byway. So to do this, now I've seen those guys there. What I did was, there's a guy from this neck of the woods, got a YouTube channel, I'll stick the link down below, called Simon B. Now I've watched Simon B for a while, and I think by the accent, he's from this neck of the woods. So I messaged him to say, listen, just done the suspension on my bike, I'm a mountain biker, ride off road, so I'm confident, blah blah blah, I don't know what gear I'm in, third. I'm confident, and I was going to come down, you know, and do this. What do you think? And I didn't hear back for a couple of days. Obviously people are busy, and I just thought, right, okay, I'll wait and see if I get anything back. And then he did. The day before yesterday, he messaged me back. Shit man, this suspension's all wrong. He messaged me back and he said, fuck, you only live once, go do it. And he's got such a cool attitude. He has such a cool attitude. He actually did a video I watched recently about, I don't think the video was that new, but about how to get into, you know, green laning on a bike. And it was just cool, man, because no bells and whistles of bullshit. I think his attitude is totally correct. It's just like, well, what do you need? You need a bike, suspension setup. You don't need the fanciest helmet in the world. You don't need the most expensive boots or gear. What the fuck is going on here? Alright. Jeez, oh man. Now, my sump is probably going to batter off of that. Oh, jeez, oh, what a wee. Yeah, so just, grind, bottom out. Oh, twat, oh, third gear, that'll be why. I can't see my gear indicator for my tablet. Yeah, so you don't need the best of gear, just a bike and some stuff, you know, the important stuff. Helmet, gloves, protective footwear, maybe some body pads on the sharp corners, elbows, etc. Now I always wondered why all the off-road guys, I thought they're trying to flatten their battery, because they always stop the bike when they stop, but I get it, because when you come to some of the gates it's on a downhill slope, so even if you put it on the stand and you leave it running, check that out, good job Mark, if you leave it running it could roll forward off the stand and you could count your bike. Oh, I'm actually sweating. I rode down that motorway this morning freezing my nads off. It was 3 degrees and now I'm here. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm freezing. I'm freezing? I'm the opposite of freezing. I'm sweating my nads off. But isn't it cool how this trail is for, you know, walkers, 4x4 drivers, cyclists, motorcyclists. And like I say, I've seen some fights online with people getting arsey about it, you know, because they don't understand. They're out walking their dog. The one in particular, out walking their dog, the guy comes past his bike, he stops and he's giving it the whole, oh, he should be here. And the guy says, but it's a legal road, I'm allowed to be here. No, he should be here, tearing the police up. And I think predominantly everybody gets on. Jeez, oh man. Well, there's 3 people I met. The walker was nice, he said hello. Obviously I slowed down. And the guy on the bike and the guy in the 4x4. Fantastic. It's lovely. Why is there a get around? I take it this must fill right up. I think I might, I'm going to stop somewhere and rearrange my players. Yeah, I need to do, let's say the springs My new springs for this fork are on their way. That'll make a difference. Front end's just, I've got the preload backs right off as well, so front end is just, it's, I don't know, just no compliance. It's just, it feels, it's just rock solid. I don't like it. If my bike was doing, my mountain bike was doing this, I wouldn't be happy. Bike hits, it compresses obviously, but that's not what you want, is it? Because it just compresses the bike hits, that's where you end up out of control. And then it snaps back. Oh, I'm so stoked, man. Just so lucky. It's incredible. I've come down to Englandshire, try to fly under the radar, you know, because they don't like us Scotsmen coming in taking their women and stuff. So, so yeah, under the radar, down, have a laugh. You know, I just realised, I think why I might be sweating is my heated grips are on, full chat. My hands are absolutely burning. I've got vented gloves on, but it's not making a difference. Check it out. Whoop, whoop. Fourth gear maybe, can't see. I'm not covering the back brake either. Yeah, it's just, it's an awkward position. Hop, jump off here. Oh, clang. Right, I've got to turn these heated grips off. And I'm going to take my liner off my jacket. I think we can see, woo, I think we can see where we're going. Down, down, deeper and down. Because it just, yeah, I think this is where, let's have a wee look here. Let's have a wee look here. There's a wee uphill bit I can stick my stand in. Oh, ah. Jeez, oh man, my hands are burning. Off, die. Wow, what a place. It's actually embarrassing. I've done quite a lot of global, you know, around the world stuff. I've done a lot of travelling, I've lived in a lot of foreign places, and I've never been to the Lake District. And it's 150 miles from my house. I could feel the potential because the bike's doing what it's doing. It's just, everything's bang, 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 and it's just not a whole new world, you know, just opens up. Come down here, camp, bike in the van, bring the family, everybody does their thing. You razz off every day for an hour, a couple of hours, and you get your fix and you can still do stuff together. Whereas right now, excuse me, this is a solo mission for me. 4 o'clock this morning, and now, I don't even know what time it is. It is 11:45. I've been on the go for nearly 8 hours and I've only done this much off-road. So I'm enjoying it. Because I'm used to setting up my suspension and stuff, mountain biking, I'm just kind of bummed that this isn't doing what I wanted it to do. Not true. Run what you brung. It's doing what I wanted it to do. Would it have been better on the stock suspension, super soft? Maybe. But no ground clearance, so trade-off. I don't know what that's called. Let's do this. Where are we at? You might get a stand up, otherwise won't be starting. All right. Yeah. She chatters. He chatters. I think what I might do actually is, if I hit my super duper fighter pilot switch, turn my ABS off, that might be the ticket. In fact, if I do that and leave it off, can't come back on again. Then we're going to get skiddy back end. Are we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Right. What gear are we on? Once again, I don't think the camera will show just how steep this is. I don't think it's really. Oh, front end tuck. No likey. No likey. I don't think it'll matter what gear I do it in, the clutch will be in. And just roll in. Wow. Hey. It's like riding in sand. Front end starts drifting and you just gotta kind of gently let it do its thing and then just catch it before it gets all out of control. Still in second. I went for a gear there. The problem is, the problem is this gate. Here's the gate, whoop. Now this will be a, wow, it's steepy, so I need to get my stand down, leave it in gear, leave the stones at the way. I need to find a bit to rest it on. No, I don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, not a big fan of that. Oh, that's okay. Stay. That's a long way. So I think off-road wise, I'm not having that many issues. It's the gravel that's causing issues because, like I say, the fork isn't compliant enough. So when it starts to slip, the fork doesn't compress. It's just stiff. So it just goes instead of absorbing and allowing me enough time to correct it, you know, catch it. Well, I've kind of got enough time, but anyway. This little flat bit. What am I doing? Did I get third? I did get third. Wow. I'm getting battered. I'd say normally the trick would just be to give it some and skip over the top of everything, but I'm just not that confident. And then you hit the deep gravel and it all goes wrong. One thing I do know, guys, when you're riding off-road, top tip, I think somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, if the bike starts to go, you don't go for the brakes, go for the clutch, kill the power. Settles the bike down a little bit. So it might save you getting properly, irretrievably bent out of shape. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, we know what we're doing. I need to do something. I didn't buy the OBD dongle for this nav setup. It was an extra, whatever, 150 quid, I don't even know. Because if I look down at my nav, like I say, I can't see what gear I'm in. And it's okay to say, well, you should know what your gear you're in all the time, but off-road boots on, these aren't like soft boots. So you don't really, I can't feel as much as you probably would, you know, would like to. Right, and just for reference, so everyone can see, this trail disappears over over this edge. Okay, we're on it now. We're on it now. Whoa. Wow. Right, line mark, line. Pick a line. Pick a line, any line. Not any line, pick a good line. Wow, back in. Oh. There he goes. Alright. I can tell you what happened there. I tried to throttle off there, and again, with a lack of finesse, I was standing on the back brake. So I made the back brake higher so I can get to it, but then when I bend my legs, my foot tips forward and I'm on the back brake, so. Oh. Right, okay. We want to, he'll be in gear, so I think we just need to get past this. Yeah, I'm not making it back up here, absolutely no danger. This front end will just be doing this. I'll be lucky if I get down. Woo! Oh, nice. Another reason you don't ride on your own. Okay. Yes, every time you try and lift it, it goes loose. Or it slides, it's sliding, but hopefully that'll be in there. It's in gear so it won't roll, and we'll get it vertical, and then see if we can get the stand down. It looks like nothing as well, you know, so that sucks balls. Right, let's do this. There we go. Brakes. Now, can we get some kind of stand down till I get my shit back? Woo! Good job, Duke. Sorry. Apologies. Right, we're vertical. My mirror's not pointing the way it should though. That's alright, don't worry about that. This is where I bend down to get this and the bike rolls past. Second verse. Definitely not the same as the first. We'll go for second gear. Yeah, we're going to use foot out stabilisers for this one till we get through this rough stuff, which means we're not actually, because then I can't get my foot in the back brake. So I just want to keep the bike upright. Whoops, slide in. See, I would have rather done this actually with my enduro boots on. Right, we can see a line. And then we'll get ourselves onto this line. Wow. You're probably crying out, pathetic. Trust me, steeper than it looks, and it's looser than you think. Right, how do I want to get down here? I want to go wide, but it looks a bit. I do want to go wide. Right, we're okay. We're all good. We're all good. We're nearly back. Feet up, we're nearly back in control. Right, we're in control. Rear brake's too high. Definitely, so I just need to work on tipping. I can't rest my foot on it and then it just locks up. So I need to adjust that kind of more back to a kind of road thing and then just do it different. See? Whoa. Up. Hi. How are you? All right? Yeah, good. Just a little drop up the top there. And I had a wee cry and I picked myself up and I was okay, you know. It's all good. It's all good. You guys have a good day. Take care. See you later. Okay, wow. Where does this wee bit go? Yeah. Let's take the balancing act. Oh, it's that fucking back brake, man. I keep going to tip in and then I'm standing on the back brake, which is obviously locking me up and giving me shit. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's cheating. I can't go back and say I didn't ride at all. I need to go back on my I need to go back on my shield Oh, whoa, fucking hell, man. Front end, back in, front end, back in. Yeah, I need to go back on my shield or not at all. Fuck, dickhead, there was a better line than this. Yeah, I've got no finesse in the bike brakes either. On or off. What a twat. Right, we can do this. Stay off the back brake, which is not good. That's all I want to do is lock up the front end. Wow, man. Whoa, how do we get into this situation? I'll get up, bud. Yeah, man. Oh, a couple of puddles, but yeah, man. I didn't do the side. I rode through all of them. You'll be absolutely fine, man. Have a good one. Chuff and Fook. All right. Fuck. All right. Right, this is where I go, yeah, that was really good. Yeah, let's do that again now that I'm here. Oh, yeah. I've just proved that that's not a good idea with my current setup. And yeah, that's just it. Wow, sweating. I'll tell you one thing though, for the Lake District, I haven't seen any water yet. So I don't know if they just say that for the market and tourist board, you know. Maybe they're at it. Come on, Cumbria, tourist board. Is there any water? I don't know. I haven't seen any. Foot stuck under that brake. Right. Try not to bin it on the easy stuff. Well, easier. Yeah, I think if that's your first time in there, you want a CRF 300, an L, a Rally, doesn't matter, with the stock suspension. If you want to do yourself any favours, trying to muscle a 200 kilogram bike down there. Now I removed my top box and I've only got, like I say, a change in my bags and camera gear. So it's not a lot. So the bike's basically as much as it weighed. And when I stopped off the motorway, I didn't fill up with petrol. Good choice, Mark. Let's get into another. Yeah, I didn't fill up with petrol purely for that reason. That I wanted the bike to be a bit lighter. And to be honest, with the reserve, I probably could have put a gallon in it and I would have been absolutely fine. But hello, ladies. Woo! As always, it goes back. Of course, it goes back. Oh. Of course, it goes back. You live and learn. Old Coach Road. I couldn't say beginner. I don't know, beginner, it's a beginner at the other end. And I'm pretty sure no excuses, okay? I haven't been riding with these boots for long, so, and then my setup's definitely, my brake pedal's too high, so when I put my foot on the peg and then I try and rest my foot level, it instantly pushes the back brake, so that gives me that. And the suspension, I'm just totally oversprung. I think if I look at that dust mark, I'm using 2/3 of the travel. Not you want to blow through it all, but you want to have it there for when it's required. And so it's ripping at me. So that was the old coach road. So the question is, if you're a decent, semi-decent mountain biker, Does that make you a off-road motorcyclist? Maybe, maybe. I think a 300 rally or something is definitely what you're after. A 300L, CRF, something light, you know, loads of soft suspension. I think you'd have an absolute riot. And if you drop it, it's easier to pick up, you know, so. But again, my feelings, not anyone else's, so all the machines, set up stuff, all down to me. I'll be back though. That was really good. But the suspension as it stands, never got up there. I'm not saying never, just because I'm on my Todd, I don't want to make a hash it and have to pick the bike up 6 times. I don't know if I've got that in me. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'm going to go and see what I can find on the rest of the Lake District, predominantly a lake, because so far I think we're telling fibs. I don't see any lakes. So I'll catch up with you soon. All right, guys, ciao.